Alright, so we've pretty much covered Google Drive, and now we're going to talk a little bit about some specifics with Google Docs. We know that we can create a new Google Doc in Drive by clicking here and here. However, we can also open up Google Docs by going to this grid up at the top. You can see this is labeled Google Apps. And here they are, all of the Google Apps, and of course you can select more and see even more that are available to you. Alright, we want to go to Google Docs right now, so we're going to click on Docs, and here we are. You may not know that you actually have, normally when you start a new document, we start it blank, but now you have more options for what you want your doc to look like, okay? They have, lab reports or, notes or, various different templates, and you are welcome to explore these. So, I'm just going to start a regular one. Always make sure you title your document something appropriate so that A, you know how to find it and access it easily, but also so that your teacher does as well. So if it was an assignment for computer literacy, we can call it computer literacy, your name, and whatever the assignment is, Google Docs, something to that effect. You'll notice every time I do something, up here, it shows the changes saved in Drive. So if I type, okay, you can see it's saving immediately. So that's why you don't have to save on a Google Doc because it will do it automatically for you. If you've ever seen a little circle with a lightning bolt in it up here, probably on your Chromebook, that means that you are offline, okay? Generally, if we're having internet issues or if you're not logged in to the Fortinet, login screen on your Chromebook, that'll show up. So just so that you're aware of that. These two icons, we know this one, we can star this Google Doc, and if we do that, we will see that show up on our starred documents in our starred folder for, here it is, in our starred folder for our Google Drive. I'm going to unstar that because I don't need that. And we can also move this to a folder quickly by clicking this folder button. And if you have, obviously you have your folders for each of your classes that you can move them into, or you can create your own. You can also create a folder in this screen. Okay, so there's a lot you can do on here, and the main thing I want to cover for the last piece of this video is if this were an assignment, oftentimes your teacher will ask you to upload the shareable link. Now there's a few different ways that you can submit an assignment to a teacher. One way, and the most common way, is to click on share and type in your teacher's name and share it with that teacher. Now I don't like this. As a teacher who has over 300 students, I much prefer you to submit your assignment in the Schoology assignment where it was assigned, okay? Here's why. In my email, I will get a notification that says so-and-so has shared this document with you. Well, if I get over 300 of those emails, it's just not very efficient for me to grade. So what I would prefer you to do is if you click up here, get the shareable link, is for you to copy this link and paste it in your assignment where it says submit assignment. I can't see it on the screen, but you will when you go into the assignment. Now, something to keep in mind, and right now this is set up, anyone at the Neenah Joint School District with the link can view. It's generally a good idea to give your teachers the ability to comment, okay? Give your teacher the ability to comment when you're giving them the shareable link so that they can make comments that you will get an email notification of on your assignment. The other way you can submit an assignment is to connect your Google Drive to your resources, to your apps. So if you look here, you can see I have mine available, and then you can add things in straight from here. And I'll show you how to do that in an upcoming video if you do not know how. The last thing I want to talk about is add-ons. We already talked about add-ons for Google Drive. You also have add-ons for Google Docs. You select Click Add-ons, and here are your options. A lot of them are similar to what you'll see in Google Drive, and many of my students, I suggest that they add on one that you'll see I have here, Easy Accents. And now that I've added it, I can start it now, and as a Spanish teacher, but you can use this for French as well. Okay. Then my students have the ability to add in these accents as needed for assignments in Google Docs. If you're taking Spanish or French, I would suggest adding that now. Also take a few minutes and explore some of the other add-ons you can use here, okay? I will also suggest to look at Manage Add-ons. So you can see this is what I have here. If I decide I didn't want this anymore, I'll select Manage and Remove, okay? Go ahead and get started, please.